Well, hey there everybody, how we all doing today? I'm Lacquer Gold, this is Rogue Legacy, and today we're just gonna chill a little bit, play a game that I really dig, maybe have a bit of a conversation, one-sided of course. And yeah, let's get started. Lady Ferris, the Paladin, Sir Fleming, the Knave. Yeah, let's go with Lady Ferris. It's been many moons since I last played this game. This is an old profile, but I haven't actually picked up the game in a number of years. I clocked about 102 hours on it the first, 6 months I played it? I believe this was a gift to me many, many moons ago when I was unemployed. I think I was about... You know what, I'm actually not going to say that. But all you gotta know is that once upon a time I was unemployed, someone gave this gift to me to help while the days away, and yeah, I really dug it. Well, I'm trying to see if it still holds up for me today. Journal entry number 1. Treason, an assassin has wounded my father, the king. Oh my god, that text is fast. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together we will venture into the cursed woods and enter Castle Hamson. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumors say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters, and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. That's some Zuko tier honor restoration shenanigans, sir. oh, okay. I've pretty much forgotten how this game works. I'm one of those people whose muscle memory just doesn't stick. I do something for a little while, and it comes like second nature for, you know, the couple months I'm obsessing over it, and then it's all gone. Just all gone. A lot of times it's like learning to walk all over again. Which is, incidentally, the exact opposite approach I take towards engaging with people. I can not see a folk for a number of years at a time and just pick up where I left off with them. Usually with the same level of fondness, which can be kind of awkward depending on who I'm seeing and why. But yeah, it's the exact opposite of how I deal with games. I just completely forget what I was doing, where I left off, sometimes even how I felt about the game. One of the reasons I'm so fond of Rogue Legacy, and I've got such strong memories of it despite being very memory impaired, is that it's actually one of the games that first turned me on to roguelikes. There's something about the concept of a game where you fail forward that really, I don't know, it speaks to me in a comforting sort of way. You know, in the real world, if you make a terrible, fatal mistake, you just have to live with the consequences of that. In a roguelike, you can try and try again, wiser about your decisions every time, getting farther every time, and it's, you know, in a weird way, it's kind of a healing experience. I'm probably making this out to be a lot deeper than it is, but these are my authentic feelings on the roguelike genre. I like to play them during reflective episodes in my life. I think a lot of people right now are feeling quite reflective. We are on the cusp of the third wave of you-know-what virus in Vancouver, BC, my hometown. And I think a lot of people have been inordinately reflective over the past year and a bit now, I think. I was already on the verge of an extremely reflective period in my existence before this all happened, and it only ratcheted up when the pandemic began, and I found myself very quickly needing comforting experiences. I turned to games like a lot of people did. I turned to games and media, mostly games for their more actively engaging. This game was one of the first that came to mind. I never actually got around to playing it till now, because I've been a bit busy trying to deal with all the complications caused by the Rona sweeping through the nation, particularly my off and on employment. I'm in food service, and that is not the most stable of industries these days. I do what I can, live a humble but honest life, and I think, you know, that ain't bad. That's not bad at all. I am in many ways quite content, except for, you know, the bank account kind of way. Oh, hello. Hi there, let's see how good you are at your skills. You only get one shot, but it's free of charge. If you succeed, I'll give you a nice reward. Not now, I'm still relearning how to play this game. You will not make a fool of me again. Leave that to me on my own terms. I enjoy indulging in games with this mechanic these days especially. The silence kind of leaves you with nothing else to do but hang out in your own head and think about all the terrible mistakes you've made throughout your life. It's a little overwhelming sometimes, you know, and I think it's important to have these intensely self-reflective periods, especially when it's difficult. It's good for you to do the work. I think it's good to be able to look back on parts of your life that you might regret or are perhaps not very proud of and dissect them, not to punish yourself, but to congratulate yourself for your own growth and to see if there are any clues in those memories as to how you can improve further. Can't say I've been, you know, learning how to bake any bread or, you know, whatever most people seem to be doing these days, but I've been doing a lot of inner work and I gotta say I'm pretty proud of it. I hope a lot of you guys have been doing things that make you feel at least somewhat more empowered during a very disempowering time. It's important to, you know, have something for yourself, especially when so many things, such as, your freedoms to go where you please when you please, have been taken from you. I'm really digging Hades. Hades sort of scratches the itch that games like Rogue Legacy first instilled in me many, many moons ago. It's got more involved gameplay, more detailed artwork, a richer story, and it's sort of the game I didn't know I wanted. I've been a fan of the dev team for a while. This might well be my favorite title from them. I tried to get into Transistor all those years ago, but something about the Transistor gameplay didn't sit quite so well with me. I found it clumsy, I wasn't very good at it, got discouraged, and I ended up just watching a playthrough video, to be honest. I've watched more playthrough videos, I think, than I've actually played games in my time. You know, I think everybody did back in the early 10s when gaming videos were just becoming a thing and they were sort of at their peak popularity. And I was super broke back then. Not to say that I'm not super broke now, but I was so broke that I couldn't afford most games, and I got my fill of what back then were the most recent titles by watching other people play them. So, alas, you probably won't be getting any, you know, AAA big hot current titles from me. That said, that's not what I'm all about. I'm not here to you know, get YouTube famous or whatever. I'm here to have a good time. I'm not the most extroverted person in the universe, but I'm talky, as you can tell. I'm really talky, and not being able to hang out with people in person, just, you know, chill on a park bench or catch some drinks or, you know, I don't know, go to an ice cream shop, whatever. The fact that I can't do that right now and haven't been able to do that for a while just hasn't been great for me. And I imagine it hasn't been great for a lot of people. I almost feel like folks are lying when they say that the pandemic's been, like, good for them in a way that's, like, genuine enjoyment kind of good and not personal development kind of good. I kind of have to wonder how many folks are faking it when they say that, because it's a lot. There's a lot going on right now. And even if your life, personally, isn't violently imploding as some of ours are, certainly the lives of some people you know and care about and love are not doing so well, and certainly, you know, you'd feel a twinge of sympathy or empathy or compassion for those who aren't doing so hot thanks to the plague here. I'm gonna drop down this and probably die. Like, no, nah, my god. Oh, yeah, that actually turned out all right. I forgot how to do the down it. Oh my god.
2 seconds later.
I'd like to do more of these level with me kind of gameplay videos where I just play a game, talk to you guys. It's a lot of fun for me. And as someone who, you know, has never had any aspirations towards internet fame or anything like that, makes me feel good. And I hope that for those of you watching, you also are feeling not bad. These level with me videos are much less about gameplay and cohesion than they are about just kind of hanging out in my virtual living room, chilling, talking, just having a good, I guess, one-sided social time. I will probably edit out any instances of myself being super incompetent so as not to give you guys secondhand frustration, or just, you know, don't want you guys to be mad at me. Armor increased +2. Is this run going to last more than 5 minutes? We shall see. I think this will be the last Rogue Legacy for a while. I want to keep content sort of rotating and fresh. I'm not big on trying to grow my channel through, you know, strategic uploads. There are games that I will play to the end and play in series, such as Little Inferno. I definitely want to finish that one. Definitely want to get all the way through the story. The more narrative-based games, I'll try to give more love, whereas these pick-up-and-play action games, I'll save them for these chatty level with me videos. I've been going through my Steam library trying to see what games I can play for future level with me videos, and I think I've got a few ideas. Pixel Boy and the Never-Ending Dungeon might be one. There's a whole bunch of titles on itch.io that I want to explore. Doggo Quest is definitely on my blind playlist, and Misao or something? Oh. Alright, I think we're done here. Thanks for hanging out today. I enjoyed showing off my not-so-great skills at Rogue Legacy. It's been a delight, and I will catch you next episode with a game that I'm hopefully better at. Taking care of yourselves, look forward to Little Inferno Part 2, and I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye!